Joining me in the studio, Majik and Wickaman. What do you think of that track, guys?
Really good, really good vibe.
Yeah, I think that they obviously know what they're doing, don't they?
That Net Sky.
Yep, Net Sky.
He knows what he's up to.
Yeah, it's all good. Welcome to 1Xtra, guys. How you been?
Really good. Just been working on a lot of new stuff, and we've got a new EP that's out this week. So, yeah.
Called Behind the Mask?
Yeah, I've just been doing lots of stuff in the studio, really.
Wicked. So, you've got a new EP. Behind the Mask EP is out now.
Yeah.
I mean, what's behind that? How many tracks on it? What's behind the whole making of it?
It was going to be kind of an album project, and we've ended up splitting it up, and then we're going to do Behind the Mask as a 4-track EP, and then do another album, kind of a main album in October.
Oh, cool.
But we've been working on so many different styles and different tempos and we're trying to kind of get an album that's kind of works as a continuity wise, and it's it's difficult when you're making different styles because sometimes you think that thing's not going to work next to that. So it's been a lot of moving around, and we've ended up doing a kind of another project we're going to do with the stuff that doesn't go on this album. So,
and the EP's got some interesting people on it. We got Sudden Death, who was on the first release on Infrared back in the day. We've got Kerry Greenaway, a new singer we're working with.
And also Pesce as well.
And Pesce,
cool. Yeah, Pesce's back in the place.
Yeah, so there's a bit of a mix on there, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wicked. Let's rewind a bit. Let's start with introducing both you guys. We've got J Majik, and we've got Wickaman. I want to know how you guys hooked up. When did you hook up? Because I was looking earlier at your discography, right? Let me just get it up on my thingy pad. Let's have a look. Have a look at this, guys. Ready? We can scroll.
Yeah.
If it does. Oh, we can scroll and keep scrolling and scroll again and then keep, So it goes the whole way, man. You've had some crazy hits together, man. Crazy World.
Was that a list of our
Straight for the Door. What should we go for some more? Oh no, another crazy one.
Dubstep Killers.
Casanova. We've got Dubplate Killers. Watch You. What was the one that was on Chris Moore's show? That was
the Feel the Badger.
Yes, Feel the Badger.
Well, Feel About You that ended up getting completely caned on.
People have tried to turn In Pieces into pizzas.
Yeah, I mean everything we do now we have to be careful.
It's become a thing.
Even
now.
today we were changing
lyrics on the song.
Yeah, we changed the track.
We were like, nah, they're going to think this.
They're going to say that. They're going to make up this.
Sounds like custard creams.
Yeah. So guys, how did you come together, man? Because you've obviously been making tunes together for quite a long time now, and there's some bit anthems in there, man.
Well, funny enough, we went to school together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I left there when I was 8, so we were pretty young.
We didn't actually know each other. We kind of knew of each other, but we ended up meeting back around a friend's house just by chance, and he played me a load of stuff that he was doing, and I. You always get played stuff by people, and most of the time
it was just Hoodlum's house actually. He's on our label as well.
Shout to him.
And I listened to the CD and I just thought, this guy's gonna definitely do something big. And we ended up, I gave him a load of samples and I said, just try something with this, like a remix thing. And he came back like a day later with a track done, and I was like, he's on it.
Impressed.
So, and we ended up doing a track together, and then we lived 2 miles from each other. And we ended up working together, and just, it's, as you know, working with people is not just about doing tunes, it's about friendship and, the whole thing. And we got on well, and it was just, we gelled. And
well, he was trying to help me with all these things, with tracks and direct me and all this. And it got to the point where I was like, well, you've kind of done half of it now. Yeah. So why don't we just do this together? And he was like, yeah. And then it just went on from there, didn't it?
Yeah, and it's been 9 or 10 years now, and it still feels like 2 or 3, which is great.
Yeah.
We rarely argue, only over food and stuff.
I mean, Jay, you've worked with a lot of people like Adam F and Goldie. And you know how hard it is to work with other people. So working, not mentioning their names.
Well, you just have. That's why I'm laughing.
So no, what I mean is, it's hard to work with someone else. It's
I mean, a lot of it as well is it helps when you live near someone.
And no one said this is easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Living near someone, having the same interest, and being able to just sort of not have to worry too much about, I know some people who live 200 miles apart and work together, and if you get together and you don't get something when you're together, it's quite a pressure.
Yeah, it is.
But we live down the road from each other, and we sometimes do an hour work and we get more done in an hour than we would in 2 days creatively. So.
Exactly. All right, guys, we're going to go into a track by the Prototypes, and then we'll come back to you after that. Cool. So if you just locked in, it's 1Xtra's boy Crissy Criss, drum and bass mix show Wednesday nights from 1 a.m. And we've got J Majik and Wickaman in the place. We've got a couple of questions from some of the listeners out there. Asked, any questions for you guys earlier. Big up to Lewis, who says, "What's the story behind In Pieces? Is there a story?"
Story. It was a track we had out last year that came out on Ministry. That if we even start getting into it, the whole logistic thing of it, I think I'll turn blue. But it was a track that was out last year. Yeah.
Okay.
Right, I have to say, Dee was amazing on it. Her voice is just incredible, and I do love the track. It's a shame.
No, basically, to cut a long story short, we had the track was all there. Timings were all fine. It was going to come out, and then last minute, Lucasade were going to do it as the follow up to Fresh's track because it came out on Ministry.
Yeah,
and basically
then they didn't.
No other drinks available.
Then suddenly the whole thing sort of goalposts moved, and our track was suddenly available on iTunes, but it hadn't gone to radio or MTV, and it was just a
long story.
Yeah.
It's all good. Obviously, speaking of singers as well, you guys want to talk about some of the artists you're working with as well, and who you love, working with as well in the scene.
Yeah, well, we've come across this new singer, Kate Loveridge, and she's so good. We've got a whole project based around her. Basically,
cool.
We've been working with her for a while now. It's a bit like when we were working with Kathy Brown. She's always available. She'll turn up at the drop of a hat and absolutely smash any track that we get her to try. She was down today. She's just amazing. So. We're really looking forward to getting all that done and wrapped up.
In fact, we've got quite a lot of tracks with Kathy that never actually got finished or came out that are sitting on the Andy's hard drive.
Yeah, we have got a few actually. So there's good. Yeah, we've still got some Kathy ones floating about.
Yeah.
What
would you guys? Well, Jay, we'll start with you, Jay. What would say is your favourite track that you've done together?
God, it's hard.
What, with me?
Yeah.
All of them.
All of them.
I'll answer for him.
Is there one?
Probably when we first started, just the early tracks, because it was different. I always used to work on my own, really, and it was just great working with someone else, because I think when you work on your own, you sometimes start with a track and then you get a sample and then you mash it up so much that you go through about 7 different tracks, and sometimes you need someone to say stop or the other and I think starting to work within the first few tunes we did, I think Capoeira, tracks like that
was good fun.
It was different working with live musicians, and we'd never really done that, and it was it felt fresh.
Okay, cool. So let's move on to remixes. I guess you guys done quite a lot actually. What one stands out the most?
Probably the Dead Mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. There we have it.
Yeah. And it was funny because I have to say it was funny. We'd never heard of him until after it had gone out. So we were saying,
we're very shut off where we live.
Who's this Dead Mouse 5 geezer? We genuinely didn't know.
Yeah.
And then it was a few weeks later.
Dead Mouse 5.
Yeah, Fresh was saying, "Oh, this remix is great. You guys have smacked it. Oh, Dead Mouse is amazing." We're like, "What? People know who this guy is." Looked up on the internet, saw him playing in front of
Well, I was going to ask you. I mean, being a producer and stuff, people coming to you for remixes, do you get like goosebumps? Oh my God, I've been asked by this guy and such this guy. I was also going to ask about Dead Mouse, but
we didn't know.
We kind of had like
this one moment recently, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, we had a moment after where we sort of started looking at the tracks he'd done and just thinking, oh he's amazing.
Yeah, like
production-wise.
It's almost like we missed out on the feeling of it.
Yeah,
felt a bit conned.
Oh wow! on Google and other search for engines not available, but you do that all the time. It's all good. So guys, I mean, where can we catch you DJing around the world, and where can people see you
just
online?
Constantly, across Europe.
There's a couple in Serbia coming.
Yeah, we've been doing the exit in Serbia.
Thing.
A lot of stuff in America as well. Just like yourself, just sort of here, and it's hard to sort of say there.
Romania.
Yeah.
I haven't played there before.
Yeah.
Have you got a website where people can catch your dates and stuff?
Yeah, well, we've
on?
We've both got the Twitter. We're both quite new to that, but we're starting to get better at putting stuff up there and dates.
We've got the Infrared website is being rejuvenated.
What's the
that's hopefully coming up
Yes, it's www.infraredrecords.
That's a temporary-
infraredmusic.com.
There's a temporary page for now, but it's about to get.
It'll get there.
Yeah.
I mean, we're about to relaunch Infrared properly. As you know, obviously Infrared was there from 15 years ago, and now we've got a body of material
And a new great label manager, Dara.
sitting there.
Yeah, sitting next to us.
You know, and 10 releases sort of sorted out for this year, so we're really, you know, concentrating on that and
Cool.
bringing back the old
And
sound.
what number release are you on now? Infrared? 'Cause I know
Well, we've kind of restarted the cat again for different
We need to work
reasons.
it out.
But we're on like 50 if you count, you know,
Yeah, man.
the early releases.
Definitely. So Behind the Mask EP is out now. Where can people get that? Is that on is it vinyl? Is that on vinyl?
It's not, no, but we are gonna do a vinyl version, just a single version of the, you know, the two most popular tracks, whatever. But we've done, this is the kind of first thing we've ever done that's just digital, so it's you know, feels weird for us because I was one of the last people to stop playing dub plates. You know?
Yeah.